If you're managing more than one account on the same platform, Amazon, Facebook, TikTok, or you need a separate account for each country, or even accounts in completely different countries, each with its own identity, you already know the fear. One wrong move and boom, the account gets flagged or frozen, and hours of work disappear in a second. Today I'm showing you the tool that solves this problem completely, Incogniton, an anti-detect browser that lets you run dozens of separate profiles from the same device, each with its own digital fingerprint and its own geographic location. Instead of buying 10 devices or using 10 different browsers, you do all of this from a single app. Instead of just talking about it and listing features from their website, I'm going to show you a real setup, step by step, live on screen, so you get the full picture and can apply this yourself after the video. Let me first explain why this happens in the first place. Every time you go online, your browser leaks a lot of information without you even noticing. Screen resolution, time zone, operating system type and language, installed fonts, and even fine details about your graphics card and processor. Major platforms, Amazon, Facebook, TikTok, and others, combine all of this into something called a digital fingerprint, and they use it to link accounts together, even if you're using completely different emails or even a VPN. And here's the key point. A VPN only hides your IP address, meaning your apparent location. But it doesn't touch the fingerprint underneath it. Same device, same browser, same settings. So the platform can still detect you're the same person, even if you change your IP 100 times. Let me show you this in practice. This is the Incogniton download page, available for Mac and Windows, and you don't need a credit card to try it. I open the app and create a new profile, and I name it Tutorial Profile. I choose the latest available browser version, since the newest version is usually the best in terms of compatibility and performance, and less prone to issues with modern websites. A profile without a proxy isn't enough, because the fingerprint includes location too. From the Proxy tab, I enable the free proxy option and choose the country. I pick the United States, so the profile shows up with a US IP that matches the rest of the fingerprint settings. The profile is ready, so I launch it. It opens a completely separate Chrome window under the profile's name, as if it's a brand new device. I search Google for Amazon and go to the site to test if everything's working correctly. The site loads completely normally, and I can even go into the language settings and browse freely, because the proxy worked correctly and the fingerprint was consistent. Let me create a second profile completely from scratch to show you the difference practically. I click New Profile, and I name it Test. From the list of available countries, Australia, Brazil, Germany, Hong Kong, India, Netherlands, Ukraine, United Kingdom, and the United States, I pick a country completely different from the first profile, so I have a second, fully separate geographic identity. Incogniton also has a paid proxy shop for anyone who wants higher quality and more stability. Residential proxies at $3 per month, ISP proxies at $1.80, and even mobile proxies at $6.67 per day. Each type has a different use case depending on your needs. So if your work needs long-term stability, a paid proxy is a better option than the free one. I confirm the profile name Test and go to the Proxy tab, and this time I choose the free proxy from Germany. I get a profile created test notification, and now I have two profiles in the list, one with a US IP and one with a German IP, each one completely isolated from the other, down to every detail. If you have your own proxy from a third-party provider, you can add it manually from the Proxy Library section, enter the IP, port, username, and password, and link it to any profile you want. Incogniton also lets you add extensions to the browser, which become automatically available in any profile you assign them to, without installing them manually in each profile one by one. I go to the Browser Extensions section and click Add Extension. The important part here, you have to copy the extensions page link from the Chrome Web Store itself. I go to the store, find the extension I want, here Google Translate, just as an example, and copy the correct link. And in the extension name field, I type a clear name to identify it. Here I wrote Google Translate. The extension now shows up successfully in my list. I click the three dots next to it, and a menu appears with options: Edit, Show Linked Profiles, Edit Profiles, and Delete. From right here, I can link this extension to any profile I need. Instead of installing the extension manually in every single profile, I link it once from here, and it becomes automatically available in whichever profile I choose. Both profiles now show ready status, each with a different country proxy, US and German, and ready to use anytime. I go back to the tutorial profile and browse Amazon normally, checking out products, deals. Everything works just like a regular browser, with no extra complexity in day-to-day use. I open a new tab inside the profile, and I notice a message saying extensions don't work on the new tab page itself, which is normal. Extensions don't run on the browser's internal pages. So I go to an actual web page and click the extension icon from the toolbar. A small box opens with a text field and an activate button. I type any sentence, click the button, and it works right in front of you, proof that it's genuinely linked to the profile and fully functional. From the Teams section, I can invite team members and they can work with me on the same profiles without me ever handing over passwords directly. Really useful if you're working with an agency or a team bigger than just yourself. And finally, Incogniton's pricing plans, starting at $13.99 per month for the Starter Plus plan for individuals just getting started managing multiple accounts, through the Entrepreneur plan at $20.99 for freelancers and independent professionals, up to the Professional plan at $55.99 for growing teams managing serious account volume, and even a custom package for large-scale operations reaching over 500 profiles. So in short, a separate profile for every account, a proxy that matches the account's location, and extensions you link once, and they work automatically in every profile you assign them to. This way, every account looks like a genuinely different person on a different device in a different place. Agencies use this to manage client ad and social media accounts without any cross-contamination. E-commerce sellers run multiple accounts across selling platforms without fear of getting cross-banned. Affiliate marketers test different geolocations to see offers by country. Even researchers verifying ads by region use it. In short, anyone who needs genuinely separate identities online, this solves that. If you want to try this yourself, I've got a link in the description and pinned comment for a special offer from Incogniton. This is the exact same tool I used to set up everything you saw in this video, from the profiles, to the proxies, to the extensions. That's it for this one. If this was useful, drop a like, subscribe for more tools like this, and I'll see you in the next video.